In my life, yes, I am live. Hey, you guys, welcome in. This is Creative Solutions, and today I just came back from my birthday dinner, and it was good. So I'm home, and since I'm here, I was just thinking about all of the things that we see on the internet, and I just want some positive things. So I want to say rekindle the thoughts of relationships, but I just want to show a different perspective because there are a lot of people and they need something to hope for. And I feel like there's so much negativity that gets drawn and people are just watching it from all over. So with my channel, I'm hoping to bring light to positivity or, possibly make it favorable. But yeah, so this stream will be kind of fun and live. I don't know, but it's going to be kind of fun. And I just wanted to bring positivity to relationships. And, people need to hope for something. Relationships are not all bad, relationships are good. And relationships and just the feeling of love is the most powerful feeling, on this earth. It's love is healing, love is kind, love can help manifest things. Love is such a strong of an emotion. It can heal a lot of traumas, it can heal a lot of burdens, it can heal a whole lot. And I don't think we should shy away from that. I think we should embrace it. I think we should look for it, and I don't know, hopefully this stream brings that in. So I'm gonna play some music. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't confine me or I don't get this screen taken down. So hope you guys like my music. Again, this is a fun stream. This is, you know, I'm a girl. So there you go. So okay, so you guys tune in.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Everybody for the birthday wishes. How is everybody doing tonight? I am forever 21. There you go. I'm forever 21. Okay, so today's live is supposed to be about the celebration of life. And of course, the number one thing I really want to talk about is the celebration of relationships and of love. I don't know why we have this bad connotation about love. I don't know. So I'm just here to bring inspiration about love. I think we should be able to fall in love. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with attraction. There's nothing wrong with dating. Is nothing wrong with all of that. I think, love is like the number one feeling. It's the number one. It's healing. It opens doors for you. It helps with manifestations. Like, love is the most powerful emotion on this earth. So I am going to share some screens and I'm going to share some information. So hopefully you guys like this. But, I am a girl, so I'm just going to show you guys what a real man looks like. So everybody stay tuned. Hold on. Okay, so hopefully you guys see the screen. Yeah, I really don't want to play the music. But look at this man. Do you see how he is dressed? Like, do you see his button-up shirt? And do you see his slacks, like in his hat? In his beard, he's well groomed. He looks good. I mean, if you are in your late 20s or mid 20s and you're in your 30s or 40s, I mean, this guy, he looks good. Like, it's somebody who I would want to talk to. So, like, I'm just looking at this, like, I think a lot of women would like to see, a grown man who looks like this. Like, this is some real chocolate right here. Like, I know everybody got their own style, but this right here is what we call grown and sexy. Somebody said, what a real man. But no, this is what we call, like, look at him. He look grown and sexy. Like, he got his blazer. Yeah, so I think, a lot of women, that's what we want. We want somebody who is, confident, who could stroll, they he know what he's doing. He's walking with that good stance. He don't got his pants, it's not falling off of his waist. Stuff like that. We don't, he looked like he got it all together. Somebody said, what does a real man on the inside mean to me? Well, obviously character, and obviously he has to have some good conversation. It's more into that. But I just, we just looking at, if we're looking at the site of attraction, and he's just walking down the street, and we were just looking at people, as people just, and naturally just walking. And they're going to the mall, or they going about their business, and they're just well dressed, well groomed, and they're carrying themselves with some class, and that's just, you just gotta give the admiration. It's not every day you see something like this. I'm just playing with you guys, but yeah, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, but this is just one stance, if you just take, I don't know, just put some effort into your looks, It doesn't take that much. You can go to the Goodwill store and buy some t-shirts. I don't know. But yeah. But this is just, this is like I would call this a hunk of a man. Like, this is somebody who's grown and sexy, and he's confident. Okay, so that's just one. Let me get the other one. So yeah, that's just one of them, and that was a tribute to the song. Hey Mickey, you're so fine. That song was for him because he was so fine. But anyway, we move on. So again, this stream is just to bring inspiration to relationships. That's the main point of this. Because some people, we gotta have something to live for. You know, not all relationships are bad, and we just gotta get that out of our head. So here's another one. Give me a second. Let me get my screen queued up. But yeah, I have another one for you guys. And again, this is just bringing light to relationships. Relationships are good. So I did not know that these were
baddest woman alive, bro. Like, it's a lot that's going on in your girl life, and a lot of times, women have ways of communicating it, but we as men oftentimes tune it out. We so self-consumed with what's going on in our lives that we just disregard our partner completely. And if you do that, the relationship is not going to survive. Don't expect them to just know how you feel about them. Now, sometimes you got to remind your woman she the baddest woman alive, bro. Like, it's a lot that's going on in your girl life. And a lot of times, you know, women have their ways of communicating it, but we as men oftentimes tune it out. We so self-consumed.
Okay, so that's just another example, and that's a kind of like a big girl. And look, she still found love. Look at that. And he still adores her. He still kisses her. And you know, she feels good. They both feel good. They are living in their nice little life in heaven. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Look at that. And she's smiling and he's happy too. You know? I don't know where this, I don't understand. You get on these you get on these YouTube streets and you just hear the most darnest things about big women and plus size and all of these craziness. According to a lot of people, she might be plus size, but to me, she look good. Like, she is somebody that's normal in my family. You know, she could be like my cousin or my sister. They're like that size, and I don't see anything wrong with it. And you look, she is so happy. You know, she's so happy. Look at the background with all of those roses and all of those flowers. I don't see anything wrong with it. Look how happy she is. Look at it. Look at that. Look at those kisses, you know? So that was just another one. I think we need to have, some more positive and uplifting, I don't know. We got to change the trajectory just a little bit, So that was just something special. I'll just be like, you guys are on. I think the last time I fell in love was like, last time I truly, deeply fell in love was in like high school. And now I'm way past high school, but that's another thing. I mean, I think I've liked some people, and I wouldn't really call it love, because I think love is a two-way street, and for love, the other person has to sacrifice. You have to have some kind of sacrifices in love. Like, you got to have some kind of bruises, and I don't mean like that, but you got to sacrifice. You got to show your battle scars. You got to show that you've been through things, that you're willing to, do the work, put forth the effort. So yeah, I just wanted to show that. Hold on, we got some more. We got a couple of more I gotta show. So that was just one, and that was a big girl. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider her big because people in my family, they're around that size, and we don't look at them as big. That will be normal. That's our genes. That's normal. All right. So another one. Let's see. I think I've seen another one. This one is just a joke, but still, it can be. Let's see. You guys work with me. Okay.
I want somebody that's loyal and just for me. Someone gon' hold me down, not in these streets. Someone that's gon' have my back and be my peace. I want somebody just for me. When I find out, I'm gon' love him. He gon' realize I want somebody that's loyal.
Let's just replay it. Let's just replay it a little
Someone
bit.
gon' hold me down, not in these streets. Someone that's gon' have my back and be my peace. I want somebody just for me. When I find out, I'm gon' love him. He gon' realize I want somebody
Okay, so obviously you see that guy. He's with his girl. Well, I don't know. He's in a relationship anyway, but it shows a man who's in a relationship and what he brings to the relationship. Do you know, like, you know, that feeling of having somebody there, you know, who cares about you? Look, they probably own a house and he's in there, he's doing all of the work on the house, he's installing the TV, or he's mounting the TV. You know, he's going to Home Depot, he's getting all of the equipment, and he's doing all of that at home. Do you know how much a contractor costs? A lot of money. And to have somebody who knows exactly what you want and who's willing to, you know, go to Home Depot, you know, cut the wood, get all of the resources ready, and, you know, put it in a car and carry it home and work on those projects. Stuff like that is priceless. Like, you can't put a price on that. You know why you can't put a price on that? Because they do not understand and they don't know exactly what you want. The contractor doesn't know what you want, but your man at home, he's listening to you, and you've been with him for some time. He knows what you want. So I think this is priceless. You know, a man who can go into a woman's life and add this kind of value. This is just priceless. This is stuff that money cannot buy. You know, money can buy cars, money can buy that, but money cannot buy the value. Money cannot buy, you know, the time and the effort that you put in to get to know somebody. Money cannot buy that. You know, money really cannot buy genuine companionship and genuine love and having somebody sacrifice for you. So I was just like, you know, I think we need to bring light to the situation. And you know, the people who are actually in these relationships, we need to look at that and aspire to be like them. I wouldn't say it, but be like them in our own way. But I think this is remarkable, you know, to have something like this. And I never hate on anybody who's in a relationship. I look at that like, you know, that is something that I would want. So if you are watching my videos, of course, I'm hoping that you fall in love and you find that special someone, and you know that you can attract the one that you want. You can attract the person of your dreams. You can attract the person who's going to love you. And I'm hoping that when you watch these videos, right, you know it's out there and it is doable and it's for real. And yes, there are men who are willing to do these things. Okay, moving on. Next video. So, yeah, so I came ready because I just think this is really important because as I'm sick of all these negative messages, you know, out in the world, and we need to have something good to look forward to. What is the purpose of us living here if we have nothing to look forward to? So I just, you know, gotta share these videos. All right, here go another one. So another couple, I think they're Instagram couple. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. And look at that. This is another big girl. Look at how he's looking at her. He loves her. He's at peace, serenity. He's at peace and serenity, and he loves her. Look. It doesn't even matter. He loves her. And she's a big girl. So I don't know who's going around saying these things online. When obviously, according to Real world life, big girls are getting married, big girls are getting wifed up, big girls are being courted and dated. So, like, don't listen to these men or these guys. Like, look, she found somebody who loves her and who appreciates her, and he found somebody who loves him and appreciates him. It goes both ways, and they are in natural matrimony. Look at that. So, yes, you guys, I'm bringing light to all of the lies and the fooleries that's on this internet. That all of these fake gurus, dating coaches, whoever be on here spewing all this nonsense, putting all this garbage into these guys' heads. And what's so sad is that they put in all of this mess into our youth, into our young men, even grown ass men, right? They are taking this on, and they might, miss the chance out on the love of their life. They might miss the chance out on somebody who's going to accept them for them. They might miss that chance of actually having a solid foundation with somebody who loves them, right? So yeah, we just got to get on here. We got to show. You look at, look at that. They are in peace and in matrimony. You can't buy that anywhere. Where are you gonna go buy that? And I know people be like, "Oh, you gonna go on these internet, you're gonna go on these dating websites, and you're gonna keep swiping and well, swiping for what?" Listen, I'm gonna let you know if you are swiping on these dating websites or these dating sites, there's a chance maybe one out of every 100 people you might match, and maybe out of that 100 people that you're swiping, I mean, like 1 out of 10 times you're gonna actually meet up with that person or go on a date. So with that being said, if you find somebody and you guys got a connection, why chance it? Why throw it away? Why? What are the chances that you're going to meet that person again? And people could say, "Oh, there's a million other people. We just swipe and find another one." No, I highly doubt that, because everybody is an individual. Everybody is different in their own ways, and not everybody you're gonna resonate with. So they can miss me with that. That's all cap. I feel like you only get to meet maybe like 4 or 5 out of your lifetime people who you are that you can actually build with, and you can actually lay a foundation with. Everything else is all eyes. Not everybody you're just gonna get married to, and you're gonna have a functioning family. No, you have to pick the right person. Okay, so this is I think I have some inspirational videos. So let's see. So this video is for all the guys, all the men who are out here. And I think, a woman could take a page out this book too. So this is another influencer. Thank you guys. Thank you. I am Forever 21. Forever 21. Okay, let's go. So let's go. This is another influencer who's gonna drop some gems. I think these men need this. The gems that he dropped, it might solve some of your problems. And it's not that hard. This is common sense, but common sense isn't common. So we are going to listen to him, because he has a lot of good information, and he has something that he needs to say. So let us hear him out. What he got for us today. Let's hear it.
To be the absolute best partner she's ever had. Y'all just love these talking videos. Stimulate her mentally. And a lot of you skip the most important step. You turn on her imagination, turn on her emotions, you turn her mind on. Her body will follow. every woman is different, so it's important that you obviously know your partner. You're attracted to each other. It's the way you smell. It's the way you talk to her. The next time y'all leave in the restaurant, right? Creep up behind her, kiss the back of her neck, and just tell her how amazing she smells. That's actually the real foreplay. Everything before you even get home to the bed. Never want to stop touch her body is like your playground. You're actually listening. Her body movement, her breathing will all tell you what feels good and what doesn't. You have to create a safe space for her. If she won't reach that big ass orgasm, bro, you create a space that is comfortable for her. And in order to do that, she gotta trust you. Rub them feet and kiss them toes, man. Stop performing and actually give pleasure. This is not an exercise. This is an experience. If you put that vibrator on her, she's gonna be shaking like a pair of dice. You wanna develop rhythm, bro. Got to listen to her body move with her rhythm. Not about how hard you can jam. Switch up the tempo. Fast, go slow, go deep, be confident, bro. It's not hard. All you gotta do is be yourself. You gotta work with what you got. Let me let you in on a little secret. The average size wee-wee in America is 5 inches. Everybody can't have 10 inches, bro. And if you're feeling embarrassed or ashamed, it's gonna show. You got this, bro. 6 secrets to be the absolute best partner she's ever had. Y'all just
Oh, so what y'all think about that video? I thought he was dropping some gems. Like that wasn't it wasn't that hard. That was a very excellent video. And I was just watching it like, yeah, a lot of these guys need to hear that. I don't know. Right? I think we gotta play it again for the people in the back because they probably didn't hear it. But he was just dropping some good gems. Like, pay attention to her. Pay attention to her breathing to see if she likes it. It's not that hard. That YouTuber is Dontrell Britton. Dontrell Britton, and his sexual chemistry is one of the life's greatest pleasures, and is a problem is that most of us has. And I think sexual chemistry, that's just you just gotta pay attention to the person. And to be honest, if you really like that person, you will pay attention. And if you don't, most of the times you don't even care if the other person comes, how the other person feels. And more times than not, that relationship is throwing the garbage. So yeah. But what he said makes sense. Yeah. And that song was for him too, because he is fine. But anyway, let us stop share the screen. And I think I have a couple of more. Let's see. So we show the two girls and their relation. All right, I'm going to show another one. So I'm going to share another video. Okay, so this is another one. These are all what relationships are about. So when you get in relationships, you are looking forward to all of these things. And if you are not doing that, I need you to get creative. Stop being lazy. So let's hear it.
Conditional love feels like. I can't wait for you to come home, take your cape off, and I love on you with affirmations, affection, and remind you you're appreciated. Or maybe just a massage if it was a heavy day. For any vision you have, I'm excited to help bring it to life because it's not all about what you can do for me, but also what I can do for you. I can't wait to spoil you with loyalty and show you how much you are valued. Love, your future wife. Dear future husband,
But okay, as we see in here, right? If you're in a relationship and you guys been together for 1, 2, 3 months, you guys are sharing a bond and you guys are getting close, it would behoove you to do something special for your significant other. And people be like, oh, I don't want to spend money and blah, 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 blah. If you are with somebody who you're not willing to invest in, stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting her time. Stop wasting his time. Like, you know what it is to like have somebody do something special for you, and that opens up something inside your heart, and that probably heals something inside of you, probably brightens your day, it probably makes you feel loved, it probably changed the trajectory of your feelings in the way that you were thinking, and now you're in this whole positive vibration, and you're thinking bigger, and you're thinking like, of other grander things, just by these simple gestures. It's crazy. I don't know why this isn't celebrated more. The simple things of getting balloons, buying some flowers, and putting rose petals, lighting candles, people, lighting candles. It's not that hard. All of these things are so special, and the people will appreciate it. Whoever you're dating will appreciate it. You can do this for anything, and people be like, oh, you can change the trajectory of how somebody feels by doing something special for that person. It doesn't matter who it is, even in relationships, even when it comes to kids, even when it comes to your mother, even when it comes to anybody. You can change and shift the energy by doing something special, because what you're doing is you're showing gratitude, you're showing love, you're showing compassion, you're showing all of these high frequency feelings. And that right there is going to shift the mood. Look how happy she feels. She feels so happy. You know how many doors are going to open up in her life because of this? So, yeah, if you are in a relationship, would it hurt you to do something special for that person? $20 or $30? I don't think it wouldn't hurt that much to do something special like that. These are the things that people, I don't know. If I'm in a relationship, I would do something like this. I'm pretty sure people, I don't know, a lot of people who I was, not, I wouldn't say me, but, my friends, they were in relationships. They did stuff like this all of the time. Yes, so this is so special. Look at how nice. Look at her. She is so happy. And he feels good that he did something special for her. It's a win-win combination. It's a no-brainer. I look at this and I'd be like, oh my God, one day we'll see. But yes, I have done special things for my significant other. But yeah, it's not that hard. And if you find yourself doing these things and that person is unappreciative, it's time to hit the road. Because maybe, why would you be with somebody who's not gonna reciprocate? But this right here is very special. This is great. So yeah. So let's stop share. Let me see if I have any more videos. But that was a good one. I feel like oftentimes I keep hearing about all these negative things about relationships, and it's just heartbreaking, and it's just disgusting, but we often forget about all of the good things that come from being in a relationship. And I'm trying to find another video, but I don't know if I could find it. Okay, let me see. I think I found. Okay, so this right here is another nice relationship. She feels loved, he feels loved. Look at how he adores her. He's kissing on her. They are holding hands. He is so grateful that he has her. Look, he can't even keep his hands off of her. That is so special, and that is so sweet. I know, don't you guys watch this and you guys be like, don't you want to be in a loving relationship like this? I know, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. And she's smiling. This is nice. It's good to see videos like this. And when I see these videos, I be like, not all is lost out here. There's a lot of good things that are out here. There's a lot of good things to look forward to. Look at that, look at her. She's so happy. And I always ask the question, like, why can't you have that? Why can't I have that? Who is telling me that I can't have these things? So yes, I'm just bringing light to these situations. So let me see. And yes, that's an Instagram couple. So there's a lot of Instagram couples. I am not biased on this channel. I show interracial couples, either race. It doesn't matter to me. But these are so beautiful, And I was watching this one video, and this guy was just saying, he made a very good point. Everybody is always talking about the modern woman, she works, she does all of these things, and blah 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 blah, what have you. But you know what? The modern woman is what? A woman. And what does a woman want? A woman wants to be loved. A woman wants to be adored. A woman wants somebody who's going to show up for her. She is still a woman at the end of the day. And I don't think these men realize that. Like, she is still a woman. It doesn't matter. Like, she's out here, she was working because she has to work. But at the end of the day, she is still a woman. And if you treat her as such, as somebody special, as, a woman, as a mother, as somebody of that placeholder, a lot of things, will change. You cannot be cold to a person and expect, I don't know, like great treatment. No. But yeah, that was the point. She is still a woman. A woman is a woman. It doesn't matter if she's working, if she's doing this. Guess what? She's still a woman. So yeah, those were the videos. Hold on, I have one more video. And this video is well, I know this guy's channel. His channel is Mind, Body, and Spirit. And he has a great channel because I think his channel is remarkable. To be honest, when I watch his channel, it's about manifestations. But with his channel, it talks about success stories. And I wanted to share one of his success stories when it comes to manifestations. So he has letters that comes in, and people who are going through everyday struggles like us, like just regular ordinary people like me and you. And he's just showing how these people combat that and the different ways and what they use to go through their difficult situations. So I wanted to share that video because I think a lot of us, we could use that, right? That's what I think. I don't know. But yeah, especially in this coming day and age when things are getting more expensive, people in relationships are flaky. A lot of people are experiencing tough times. I think we need to look forward to something, We got to hope for something. What is the purpose of us being here? And I hope it's not to suffer. And, that's not the point of us being here. We're supposed to be here to have great experiences, to experience something different, to heal ourselves, to go to another level. And how are we supposed to do that if we're spooning this crab in a bucket mentality? If every day all we see is hatred, it's not going to work out for us. So hopefully my channel is an equilibrium, So, all right, let me share the video. Let me share the screen. Again, this is Mind, Body, and Spirit. And this is the Indian guy. And his stories are from people from India. But again, these are regular people just like you and me. And these are manifestation stories, and these are difficult situations to a huge exact success. So let's listen in.
Light at the end of the tunnel. And the contributor writes, Hi Suyash, I hope you're doing well. I would like to firstly thank you dearly for doing a great job of lifting the hopes of people through your content, especially in times when they need it the most. Well, thank you so much. I found your channel around 2020 when I was looking for some motivational videos on the internet and I was going through rough times. Your channel felt so positive, and I ended up watching a lot of success stories like every subscriber of yours.
The best morning routine for manifesting more money is
Why?
an alpha meditative practice.
I have experienced positive results in tough situations many times since then, but today I want to talk about something that's very recent to me. I moved to Canada from India last year with 9 years of experience in the IT industry. I moved here as an international student by taking leave of absence from my organization in India. My plan was to complete my post graduation of 1 year and then work in Canada and later apply for PR, that is permanent residency. Since my project has its presence in Canada and I was previously recommended for it as well, I planned on getting a transfer to a Canada office after my studies. I was also confident that in case there will be issues with the transfer, I would get another job in my field in a few months. So, when the time came, I initiated my transfer conversations with my managers. I scheduled various meetings and exchanged a lot of emails, references, and whatnot for around 6 months, but nothing worked out. Now the HRs started to force me to come back to India to either continue with the work or resign. So the organization that she was working at, she was hoping that she would actually get work in the same organization at their Canada office, but now the HRs are telling her, well, either come back to India or resign. So all her plans, it was all well planned, but they are now falling apart. I had seen a lot of people getting transferred before, and I thought that this would work for me as well, but the situation became worse. Going back was not an option for me because my student visa had expired and I could only renew my visa based on my work permit, which was yet to arrive. If I leave the country in this state, I might not be allowed back. And this is a risk I did not want to take. So I requested my HRs to let me resign remotely if they cannot help me in the transfer process. I was asked to pay 4 lakh rupees, that is 400,000 rupees, to the company to resign as I could not serve my notice period. So it's really going from bad to worse. This is called notice period buyout. As I was already not earning for the past 1 year, I requested the HRs to reduce the amount by decreasing my notice period serving days. This request is usually considered on various grounds, but even after explaining everything, I received no help and was asked to pay the amount. While all this was happening, I was parallelly trying my luck outside as well, she means in other organizations. But since I was not yet a PR, a permanent resident or citizen of the country, I used to be less prioritized over other candidates who were PR, and many times I was not even interviewed. Every day was like a mental challenge for me. I started freelancing, but even that was not enough to cover my expenses. I used to start crying over small things because I became weak and disappointed from within. When I decided to move here, I had different expectations for myself, and here I was, jobless, left a high paying job in India, and that too by paying a hefty amount to resign. I literally felt helpless every day. But I used to still express gratitude for the fact that I'm still able to survive even in this situation. But I used to still express gratitude for the fact that I am able to survive even in this situation. So even when the situation is so dire, she's still trying to have gratitude in her mind. That's amazing. I started feeling that I had been so lucky in my life that I had been able to earn and spend money as per my wish always. I used to wake up every day and think that there should not be any lack from my side in trying. So, whatever the situation may be, she thought that I should wake up every day and try, put in efforts to achieve my goals.
Okay, people. So I know I have to pause it every now and then, but as you can see, she was having a tough time, and She started to think about things that she's grateful for. And anytime you're feeling stuck in the bind, or you just, you want to attract something different, or you just want to move through tough situations, or you just want to get through, gratitude is a great way to raise your vibration. And it's a great way, to push you through things that are hard. So that's cool.
I used to reach out to several managers working in Canada so that I can be transferred here. I used to contact people on LinkedIn every day for job opportunities, but had no luck. I literally gave 4 rounds for one organization that lasted more than a month, and I was almost sure that I would get this job, but I was told that suddenly they offered the job to someone inside the organization who also expressed interest in the same role. I was frustrated for a while, but then I thanked the manager for giving me the opportunity to interview with them. Also, I wished the new candidate all the best. So, even when still things are not going right, when it appears that they may be going right, but then at the last moment something goes wrong, she's still trying to maintain her balance. We all can imagine it must have been difficult, but she's doing it. Also, I wish the new candidate all the best. I was trying to be positive in every action of mine. I used to join the interview calls where suddenly interviewers got something urgent and everything got on hold. Although I'm a strict believer in the law of attraction, with so many incidents, I felt that I cannot attract a job. One day, I just opened my notepad and simply wrote that the right recruiters reached out to me and the process has already taken place swiftly. I received 3 offers, all are remote positions. The package is $120,000 and my earnings from freelancing have increased. So, this entire thing she wrote. That day, I did not contact any recruiters. So, that particular day, she took it a little easy and did this scripting. Whatever I just told you, she wrote that. The very next day, I received a call from one recruiter to whom I don't even remember applying. He scheduled the interview quickly for the same week. I did 3 rounds with them, one of which was not that good. But I still was contacted by the HR that I was selected and if I was okay with the salary of $90,000 per annum. Although the salary was below my expectations, I said yes because I desperately wanted the job. This profile was a little on the support side compared to my profile as a developer, but I said yes. 2 days later, HR contacted me and said that the position got filled unfortunately and apologized. It literally broke me down. I thought to myself, no matter how much effort I put, something always happens in the end. Then so she did not remain disappointed for a long time. The same day, another HR called me from the same organization and told me he has a better position open for me and that has a development profile and if I will be interested. I said sure casually and asked if this time he's sure about the position. Then I casually gave interviews for this new role. The interviews went pretty well, and then within 2 weeks, I got the news that I was selected for this role. So, Yash, this role matches my intended profile. This is a full time remote position, and it's also in the development profile. And the salary is $121,000. So, $1,000 more than her intended amount of $120,000. Everything.
Okay, so as you can see in that video, so I think I had another video is about the tides. Can you stand the tides as they come in? So basically, when things are getting rocky in your life, and I know sometimes I'm bad at this, but when things are getting like really rocky in your life and you don't know if you're gonna make ends meet and you don't know what is going to happen, is you gotta stay grounded and you gotta, find some kind of level. You gotta go out for a walk. You gotta stay in gratitude. And you need to, allow the universe to work for you and through you. And yeah, that's the best way, because I think certain things happen, and I think it's the way for the universe to test you. To test you on did you learn your lesson? Did you heal? Did you have faith in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? And yeah, I think you gotta stand the tides. You gotta push through. You gotta get back up and you got to keep fighting. And I think that oftentimes when we're about to give up, that's when we're about to have our biggest breakthroughs. So yeah, I think somebody said with this questions, somebody has a question. But yeah, that was one of the biggest. Let me see if I could drop the, let me see. I am going to drop the link in the chat, and if you want to come up, you can come up. Okay, so I dropped the link in the chat. So if you want to come up here, you could come up here. I'll allow you to rock out. It is my birthday. So I keep saying that, but yeah, it is my birthday. I am forever 21. But yeah, sometimes, yeah, you can't, when the tides come in, you got to stand, you got to weather the storm. And most of the times things like this happens when you do not trust your intuition. When you tell yourself you're going to do something and you go against it, things like that happen. It has happened to me when I should have, did something, I didn't, and now I have to, stick it through. But I learned my lesson and I just keep pushing. So yeah. So the link is in the chat. So people, if you want to come up here, tell me what you think about my first live. Did you like my live? If you have any comments on the last video I just put up, or you have any comments on anything, my music, any comments on anything, you guys can click the link. Anybody wants to come up? You guys could just click the link and I'll allow you to come up on the stage. People, anyone? So this is just my first live. I'm hoping if I get more people that come in, I'm going to have some more lives and they're going to be a little bit more fun. But that's a surprise. You guys got to stay tuned. But you guys got to participate. You guys can't be in the chat. You guys got to click the link. You got to click the link and you got to hop on the panel to make these conversations. But yeah, I'm going to have different conversations about being vulnerable, how to be vulnerable, and how to express yourself. And I'm gonna have real life conversations about stuff that we did, and if you can't handle it, this is not the channel for you. On this channel over here, we are not perfect. If you are looking for perfection and somebody who walks the straight line, this is not the channel for you. In this channel, we are working through our mistakes. We are working through our mishaps. We are trying to be our perfect selves, and we are learning from one another. So I'm going to give it like 5 more minutes, and then I might close out. I don't know. So you guys, come on, hop up here, click on the link. Let me see. I do have one controversy thing. I have one controversial topic. I kind of didn't want to play it because it annoyed me. And I just wanted to stay positive. But why not? We got some people in the house. Let's play it. So this one is a little bit controversial, but I think since we got people in the house, so let's play it. Let me see. So
who I was really, really interested in, and I thought we had great chemistry. And he said, like, you're kind of intimidating. And I was like, well, what have I done to make you feel that way? And he went down the list. He's like, you're a working actress, you're a comedian, you have your own place. So to me, I'm just like, these are things that you should have.
Those sound like regular things to me.
Like, what am I not understanding here? And he's like, you know, you got your shit together. You know what you want to do with your life. Your career is going in the right way. Like, you're out on tour. I was like, yeah, but that's my job.
Yeah.
That doesn't define who I am as a woman that's getting to know you and wants to be with you. And there's nothing I can do to a man who already has that in his head. And I asked him, like, how about we just, like, literally just get to know me on a deeper level? And he was just like, and
he ran from it. He ran from it.
Yeah. And then I was just like, I'm not going to chase nobody. I'm not going to beg you to give me a chance. If you want to give me a chance, you'll give me a chance. There was a guy who I was really, really interested in, and I thought we had great chemistry. And he said, like, you're kind of intimidating. And I was like, well, what have I done to make you feel that way? And he went down the list. He's like, you're a working actress, you're a comedian, you have your own place. So to me, I'm just like, these are things that you should have.
Those sound like regular things to me.
Like, what am I not understanding here? And he's like, you know, you got your shit together. You know what you want to do with your life. Your career is going in the right way. Like, you're out on tour. I was like, yeah, but that's my job.
Yeah.
That doesn't define who I am as a woman that's getting to know you and wants to be with you. And there's nothing I can do to a man who already has that in his head.
So, after listening to that and hearing what she just said and what he said, so basically what I got from that is I get annoyed and I'm just like, he doesn't feel confident in himself. That's what I got from that. He doesn't know himself as a person. He's not, you know, when you know yourself, you know what you like, you know how you're comfortable with you. You know what you like, you know what food you like, you know, like, you know that you want to go out and listen to this kind of music, you know you like this kind of scene, you know you like this kind of food, you know, you already know what you like in yourself and you're confident in yourself. And to me, it sounds like what makes him confident is external things. It's nothing that's really internal. And when I hear that, I'm just like, oh my God, somebody who gonna feel intimidated. I wouldn't say intimidated, but somebody who's gonna kind of resent you because you already know yourself. You know what you want. You know what you bring to the table. You love yourself, and you just listening to that and how he feels is just like, it just like oh my God, like, you know, like really, dude, like, who cares about all that shit on the external? We was trying to get to know you as yourself, like what's going on with you, you know, what do you like to do, what are you passionate about, you know, like, you know what makes you, I don't know, what makes you happy, what makes you want to go out and explore things. That's what people want to know. People don't give a fuck about how much money you make, what fucking school you've been to. Nobody cares about that. Like, nobody cares. You got this big client. Who cares? If we're talking about relationship, we're talking about me and you and our attributes. That's what we're talking about. I'm interested in you as a person, your soul, your development. What did you do on this earth? What have you learned? That's when I hear stuff like that, that's somebody who thinks that their external things on the outside is what defines them. And I just can't be bothered. Because who wants to sit around somebody who talks about how many cars they have and how much money they got? Nobody. So that's when I hear stuff like that. I just get annoyed. So so nobody wants to hop up on here on the panel? You don't have to cam up. I don't know. I'll post the link one more time. I gave you guys an extra controversial video. I'm gonna wait. If not, I'm about to cue up the music. Yes, I am. We're gonna go out with a bang. Hopefully you guys liked my live. This was my first one. You know, as time goes on, it will be perfect. It'll be better. So please give me a learning curve to jump over. Oh, hey, Grandmaster Troll. Do you want to hop on the link? Thank you. Thank you. The StreamYard link is it's there. You guys can click on the link and hop on the panel. I do not bite. Unless you want me to bite. No, I'm just playing. But yeah. The link is posted. You guys can click the link and hop on the channel. You guys can click the link and hop on the channel. Nobody wants to click the link. Click the link. But anyway, Grandmaster Troll, you kind of missed, a little bit of the live. If you hop on the channel, I'll play, one of our controversial videos for you, and you can tell me what you think about it. Or maybe you're just catching the beginning of the stream. I don't know. Nobody wants to hop up on the panel. I guess everybody's getting ready for the nightcap. Okay, maybe if I had went live earlier. And everybody, I don't know how to Oh, Big J is on here. Big J is saying your device is not connected. Okay, now it's connected.
Hey, your birthday girl. What's going on, beautiful?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing fine. I just want to give you a birthday shout out.
Okay, what's up? What were you watching my stream earlier tonight?
No, it wasn't.
No, at least you're being truthful. Look at this.
Oh,
It's okay. Do you want to comment on the video, or you just drop in to say happy birthday?
I'm just dropping in and say happy birthday to a nice, beautiful woman and nice, charming. You're very sweet and lovely. Oh, I know you. I know you're going. You gonna push me to this. Yeah. But anyway.
I wasn't gonna push you to the side. I was gonna ask you, do you want to comment on the video? That was.
What is the video about?
I'm about to play it. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I put myself on mute.
You watching it? You watching? Okay, I'm gonna play it.
All right.
So.
And then I was just like, I'm not gonna chase nobody. I'm not gonna beg you to give me a chance. If you want to give me a chance, you'll give me a chance. There was a guy who I was really, really interested in, and I thought we had great chemistry. And he said, like, you're kind of intimidating. And I was like, well, what have I done to make you feel that way? And he went down the list. He's like, you're a working actress, you're a comedian, you have your own place. So to me, I'm just like, these are things that you should have.
Those sound like regular things to me.
Like, what am I not understanding here? And he's like, you know, you got your shit together. You know what you want to do with your life. Your career is going in the right way. Like, you're out on tour. I was like, yeah, but that's my job.
Yeah.
That doesn't define who I am as a woman that's getting to know you and wants to be with you. And there's nothing I can do to a man who already has that in his head. And I asked him, like, how about we just, like, literally just get to know me on a deeper level? And he was just like, and
he ran from it. He ran from it.
Yeah. And then I was just like, I'm not going to chase nobody. I'm not going to beg you to give me a chance. If you want to give me a chance, you'll give me a chance. There was.
Okay, Big J, what you think?
Is that a? Are you trying to send a message to somebody? But anyway, um,
I wasn't trying to send any messages. Was that video echoing? I think I was supposed to mute up when I played it, right?
no, it didn't echo on my end. Um,
Okay.
I put it like this. It also is, another perspective is he didn't want to ruin what she got going on, and
How
that's
how
also
how was that?
okay.
How is he gonna ruin what she got going on?
Okay, if she's young and talented, and uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say it. It's like, you know, she's at a point where like she's she's on a rock. I put it like this: she's on a rocket ship, right? And um, she's on a rocket ship, and she's about to launch. The guy don't want to be the person who's going to put a kink in that rocket ship and destroy it. You know what I'm saying? So, he don't want his whatever is his issues or whatever that might. He don't want to bring her down. Is what I'm saying.
How is he gonna bring her down? Give me an example of how he's gonna bring her down.
Well, I use myself. Okay, let me use myself, right? Because
Go ahead.
a prime example, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so I dated a woman, and some of y'all might know her on YouTube, right? So, well, that was years ago. So she was about two times smarter than I was, and she was very
Mm-hmm.
intelligent, and and she was so talented that I see her as going places, and I didn't want my inadequacy to hinder that. So that's why I broke it off. Well, partially why I broke it off.
Your inadequacies. Can you like what? Give me an example. Like, what do you mean by your inadequacies? Where did you fall
Education
short
level.
at?
I mean, education level. Um,
But why does that matter if you read books and you know how to have a conversation and you could reason?
well, I mean that is true,
Mm-hmm.
but I but and that was internal. That was internal. Wasn't her, but it was internal, and it's basically it's like a defense mechanism on both, for him and her. See, um he don't want to disappoint her, and
Okay.
he does.
Would you
Go ahead.
agree to say that? Do you think that possibly could have been a self-esteem issue?
It could be, yeah, yeah. I'm not, yeah. It could be.
It could be. I mean, what would that be it? It has to be a self-esteem issue.
I mean, for some men, yes, yes, it could be.
Okay.
I
So,
mean, but how many times though do we see um successful women, and some guys don't want to be like a ASAP Rocky behind following behind a Rihanna. So no, some guys don't want to be in that type of position, even though it's kind of silly when both him and Rihanna is rich and
mm-hmm,
wealthy. But they
mm-hmm.
they dated, that footage, that like that cover for Vogue. They see that, and they don't, in our Western way of looking at manhood is the man got to be in front, he got to be the protector, got to be the provider. So if he's less educated, how's he providing? If I have a bachelor's and she got a master's, well, who's doing the providing and the protecting then? And that's how a lot of guys are. They're looking at the image, and
Okay.
not the truth and the dynamics that goes within, in that in each person's or each individual couple's relationship. So
Okay. So, what you're saying is that some men feel like if they don't have enough money to support the woman efficiently, they don't think they measure up. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what to say, but but yeah, I can see that. I can see what you're saying. That does make sense. That does. In some cases that does. But in other cases, if he what do you say? What if a man is making 100,000 and the woman is making quarter of a million? You think he would still feel that way?
I I don't know. I can't really. I think part of that is true. I think part of that would be true for some guys because they believe in that masculinity. That the word protect and provider keep being pounded in the heads ever since they were teenagers, and they're trying to live up to that image. And no matter how much money a woman make, he's gonna feel inadequate to that.
Mm,
And I think for some men they're very insecure about it. Um, I- that's all I can say. Is insecurity.
okay, but don't you think a man provides more than just money into the relationship?
True, true, true. And that's the problem with a lot of men is they're looking at how some they're looking at from the Steve Harvey type of way, and I can't stand Steve Harvey, but like the whole 50-50 thing. But I think men is more than just um, providing financial needs. It should be more about um, from the side of financial. It should be more like emotional support, um, emotional, financial, um, companionship, and 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 being a partner, a willing partner for the prodigy. Um, that's whether the prodigy's here or before they got together. So that yeah, it's more than just financial on the providing part.
Okay. Well, I was just, we were just stating that I feel like some guys are just maybe I don't know how to say it. Maybe in some cases they may be a little bit too hard on themselves. I feel like if they have a career and they're working, but in some cases I do see how it is necessary for them to be hard on themselves and they need to be well, essentially they need to have something. But I
True.
feel like if you have a good foundation, you got a place, you got a car, you're making a efficient amount of money, you have good character, and you're just working on becoming better. I
Hmm.
think stuff like that. Money cannot buy character. Money cannot buy drive. Money cannot buy passionate.
Facts. And I'm not just talking about other people. I'm talking about myself too. Okay,
Okay.
I'm talking about myself too. So I'm just the whole um, insecurity, the whole you know um, what you just described earlier. I mean, that's I'm telling on myself too. Tell you the
No,
truth.
it's good. You being vulnerable. So I like that. This is a space where you are able to be yourself and share your
And
emotions. And
and
I'm not
and,
nobody's
and,
here to attack you.
and I hate being a vulnerable. I hate it.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, I hate it. So
There's power in that too.
how?
if you could be vulnerable just like you did, like right here right now, and you can do that in a relationship, or you can do that when talking with somebody, you become more trustworthy, you become more sincere, people will begin to listen to you more. Like you moved all energy in the room. Does that make sense?
Mm, maybe.
You know why? Because you're talking from your heart, you're talking from a different kind of space. You're not talking from ego, you're talking from something that's real.
Okay. Well, yeah. But anyway, I just came there just to say hello to you. So happy birthday, and you know, I apologize for all the times I try to flirt with you, and you know,
Okay.
I know,
That was
I know, I know,
cute.
I know you have a man somewhere. You know, I'm gonna apologize to him because you
People
know.
say I gotta be at somewhere. I'm single, but that's never the case. But anyway,
Oh,
I
oh.
let me stop.
Yeah. I like how though your son stole your original YouTube channel because I be
Yeah.
watching him playing games and stuff. So
Yeah, he did. He took over my other YouTube channel. But
yeah,
if you
good.
guys don't know, I have another YouTube channel called Charlene and Samson's Entertainment, and my son took it over, and he think he put Samson the Kid content creator. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember you used to come on my panels and you came under that Charlene was Charlene name Charlene Sampson name and I thought that was your your main channel and then all of a sudden because I sub to you and I'm like, where has she went to? And all I saw was your son out there playing video games. Like, where is she at? Where is she? I was going to ask him, but I said, I can't ask no kid that. Anyways, I don't want to ask no kid where his mama at. He might look at me all nigga who you is, So yeah, I kind of stood quiet and then you went on your creative solutions channel. It popped up. I said, oh okay, yeah, okay. I know you are now.
Yeah, I gave him that channel. Well, yeah, because he kept begging me to make videos with him. And I'll be like, okay, we gonna make videos. But then I don't have to like do everything. And I just didn't want to do that. And then we will argue about stuff that he wanted to do. So I just gave
Mm,
him the channel and I said, if you post anything that's bad, I'm deleting it.
okay.
That's
So is
that's
that all? Is that all the games he play or what?
well,
Mm,
those are the games that he wants to show his face. He wants to play the games where he can he can do the interactions and people could see the voice effects, as
uh-huh.
when you die and when you do, he wants to be a streamer, like a he wants to do
Okay.
that.
Okay. David. Yeah. Okay. Well, have you tried to get him into um, the gaming sector of YouTube, or you're just gonna let him just do that as a hobby? You know.
No, he's doing it now, but I don't know. That's another thing. I need to wean him off of this stuff slowly.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I understand. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm looking at it from the money aspect. But yeah, I understand about weaning him off because
no, I want him to go. If he wants to do it professionally, I'm okay
okay,
with that. But I don't like some of those YouTubers. They be saying crazy stuff. But he did show
right.
me he has some good YouTubers with some black boys who are like around like 16, 17, and they
Hmm.
are making good money. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. Help him pay for his college tuition or whatever he want to do in life. Help him out. It's passive income. To supplement whatever job he gets in the future. So yeah, I mean, You know.
Hold on, we have somebody else on the live. What's your name? Charoy?
Sheree.
Sheree? Hi.
Hello, creative, and happy birthday.
Thank you. How's your
I
night?
followed, I found you because I followed a link through Knowledge and Relationship.
Oh, okay. Yes, I like their channel too. They got good content.
Um, I just wanted to like kind of speak in about like making videos with your kids.
Yes.
Totally had the same thing. Like with little Fallout was like 7 to 9 years old. That's what we did for like 2.5 years. That's what we did. I made videos. She commented on it. I posted it, and it was fine. So sometimes you just have to include them in the process.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You right. I'd be finding myself doing too much. I'd be like, this is
Well, and again, I would not necessarily put her because again, we were just review. Like the way I put her on is like she reviewed other people's Fallout builds, and then I would have to do the editing and everything else.
Okay, so that's not so bad. So I was the one who had to create the content.
Yeah, but
tell us what we got to talk about.
But yeah, and again, as long as it's within yours, and again, I always pre-screen any build that she reviewed, and I would just let it play, and I was like,
Oh, what happened?
Are you still there, Troy?
Hello?
I can hear you, Big J.
Yeah. I'm just trying to,
I don't know. I
until
think her sound went out.
yeah, it must be Wi-Fi or something must have went out. But you know what? I don't want to. It ain't none of my business. But um, have you considered giving him a Cash App or buy me a coffee link to his channel for donations or whatever the case may
You know
be?
what? That's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah, I think buy me coffee is a little bit more. Well, Cash App's kind of getting scary, but I'm on buymecoffee.com, where you chip in $3, um, up to $3 in donations. You know,
Okay, I'm gonna look into that.
right?
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. So don't be a stranger, creative. So, because I enjoyed that last when you was on my channel when you was talking about Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
When was that? What, about 8 months ago? It,
No, that was recently. That's probably like a month ago. It was not too long ago. It was a couple of weeks ago.
no, I'm talking the one before that.
Oh, yeah,
Way
that was a
back
while
ago.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. I enjoyed you being on there. So yeah,
Yeah, but I'm trying to get away from talking about those crazy people and they
right.
strippers. I got this.
I understand. Yeah,
That this channel. You know what? I want my channel to be for everybody. If that makes
right,
sense.
right, right. So anyway,
um, I
uh
don't mean to bust your bubble, but it's like,
oh, what happened again? What happened? Oh, she went out again.
Is Troy here? Troy.
Troy.
You keep going in and out.
okay, is this
Hopefully.
better?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
better now.
yes, we can hear you.
Excuse me. Totally. But what I was saying is that you can't necessarily make a channel for everybody because not everybody is going to like you, unfortunately.
I know, but what I mean by that is not like I don't want it to be about the manosphere. If that makes sense, I want people of all different walks to be able to resonate with my channel. Does that make sense? So if I go ahead and I start talking about these foolish people, like I call them foolish. They are foolish people. Them and their stupid rhetorics. People are gonna be like, "Is that what she listened to?" And some people don't like that. I don't know. They just it's just like it brings up manosphere vibes, if that makes sense.
I would love to hear a story about one of your foolish people. Like, what is a story about a foolish person?
Oh man, you might be scarred. You might be.
It's foolish people. All
Oh, honey,
right,
you cannot
big.
scar me.
What we talking about when I say foolish people is because they are big pearly, whatever pearly things. She's one of them. Like she has done countless things. I really just don't like her because I feel like she's using black people as a bag. Like she goes around and she shames us on her channel, and that's how she's making her money on her platform. And I just don't like that. I just don't resonate with that. She like that. Like it's just
But
people
at the
who
same
are
point, then you don't think she's foolish. She's doing this on purpose.
she
Oh,
is.
she is now.
She's not doing it out of the goodness of her heart. She's doing this for out of ego, to get money, to get monetization value. She doesn't really care about morals or character or the information that she's putting out. It's poisonous to some people to, listen to stuff like that. And she's
Agreed.
yeah, she just stuck into the loop because she's making the money. When you're just stuck and you're doing it because you think you have to. It's not like, and she has other choices. She doesn't necessarily have to do it. So when she just doing it because of that, that says a lot about a person.
Well, not necessarily, because it's a very hard thing when you get stuck. When
Not
you feel
but
that you're
she
stuck within that position.
she has family who got money. Not like she could still go to college. She has a support system. It's not like somebody who has to do it because that's all that they got. If that makes sense. Like if they don't know how to do anything else, and this is the quickest way for them to get this money, then
Fair.
I'll probably be like, yeah, I could understand. But if
They're,
you
they're not somebody who has less than 5,000 subs, and you're just stuck in an algorithm. You know, and it's hard to get out of a certain space. Now, she on the hand, she has enough resources to remove herself at will, but now it seems like though she's on this revenge quest. No, excuse me. She's on this path of vengeance, and she's trying to target some of the guys in this space, and she's going to destroy their channels. By the way, if I'm gonna say this in the next couple months, you're gonna see Obsidian and not Obsidian. I mean, people like mediocre tours and O'Shea. Their channels gonna be gone in the next couple of months because like she going to go to war. So so it's a it's gonna be a bloodbath within the next few weeks. Um, Seeing what's going on. So she has the option to leave, but she's just trying to knock all these people out before she moves on. So that's how I see it. So anyway, Creative Solutions, I'm gonna get off of here. You are very kind and beautiful, and I wish me and you were closer because I would like to take you out on a date, but you know.
hard.
Woo!
Wishing your luck, big. Big
Daytime.
J.
Put on those
I need
clothes,
you, big J.
girl.
I'm gonna need you to cam up 1, 2 times.
But she's got to know what lips she's kissing later.
Anyway, we get off of here. Y'all be easy next time.
But thank you for joining, Big J. I appreciate it.
And yes, ma'am, and happy birthday to you. All right, I'm
Thank
out.
you.
Bye bye.
Good night, Big Jam.
Yeah, you too, ma'am. Bye bye.
Okay, Sharoy, did you see our last video?
Honey, I don't watch a whole lot of videos. Ain't got no time for that.
I feel you. We were just watching this last video. Let me see. It only takes like a minute. Let me see. Okay. All right. Listen to this.
And he went down the list. He's like, you're a working actress, you're a comedian, you have your own place. So to me, I'm just like, these are things that you should have.
Those sound like regular things to me.
Like, what am I not understanding here? And he's like, you know, you got your shit together. You know what you want to do with your life. Your career is going in the right way. Like, you're out on tour. I was like, yeah, but that's my job.
Yeah.
That doesn't define who I am as a woman that's getting to know you and wants to be with you. And there's nothing I can do to a man who already has that in his head. And I asked him, like, how about we just like literally just get to know me on a deeper level? And he was like, and
He
was
ran from it. He ran from it.
yeah. And then I was just like, I'm not going to chase nobody. I'm not going to beg you to give me a chance. If you want to give me a chance, you'll give me a chance. There was a guy who I was really, really interested in. And
Okay, no, I totally get.
he said, like, you're kind of intimidating.
What you think?
I also have a small opinion on this. It's like, this is the way I kind of put to my like, it was a stupid email that was sent back out in the 90s. I don't know if I can find it again, but it basically compared to boyfriends as of floors on a high rise. So your first floor, you know, you get a boy, or you get the person that you want to be with, or your gender, type deal, whatever. Second floor, maybe that person likes puppies or animals. Third floor, yeah, maybe they like, you know, they do this or that. And then the fourth floor, they go and do even better things like get a house or get a job. Fifth floor, they now can afford a house. Sixth floor, they dress nicely now. Way better than when they are on the first floor.
Okay.
Seventh floor, now you're kind of asking for things. Because guess what? When you get up to the 10th floor, ain't nobody, there is no man waiting on the 10th floor. It's just a bunch of girls hanging out going, where's my 10th floor man? I stopped at the like 6th or 7th floor. No, he's not hot, but I can tell you what, I love him to death. He is my best friend. He will talk to me. He loves my children. He loves my animals. Like, no. And do I?
Okay. I think you just went out. I don't know. Your internet is acting. Hopefully you come back up. I don't know. But I get what you're saying. You said that you didn't try to
Oh,
go to
sorry.
someone. Oh, go ahead. You can finish.
No, and I don't know where you left off, and I'm so sorry. My phone has.
You was talking about how you met your significant other, and he knows all your pets' names, and he loves them, and he adores you, and
But here's the whole deal: is like when you go up the like quote unquote ladder of quality or ladder of boys or ladder of significant evers, whatever you want to put it as you go up that ladder, you always want more. I want more. At what point in time you got to stop yourself and go, you know what? I have enough. I have exactly what makes me happy.
I agree.
When you get up to that 10th level, it's just a bunch of girls hanging out going, where is my person?
Okay. I get what you're saying, yeah. What do so I think the girl, she was just saying that how she did not mind dating him at the level that he was at. He didn't feel comfortable dating her at the level she was.
So true.
But and I don't know, maybe, and then that's what me and Big J was talking about. A lot of these men, they are A lot of them feel insecure, or they feel insecure of what they're bringing to the table. They don't think
And
it's good enough.
and here's the whole deal: is you gotta find that person who says yes, you are good enough.
Thank you. Yes. That's all you need is to find that person who says that.
And again, it does kind of, it does not fall on the men, it does not fall on the women. Again, it's like Mr. Hubby and I, which by the way, that's his handle, is Mr. Hubby. But like, even if he does the dishes and I wasn't expecting it, because I was going to do the dishes later, I tell him, thank you for doing the dishes. Like, I thank him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like way back, one of his favorite stories to tell is he was on the phone with me and he was supposed to give little Fallout a bath and he didn't, but I gave her a bath. So he told me, thank you for giving her a bath.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then we hung up and he tells me his coworker says, did you really just thank your wife for giving her your child a bath? He goes, yeah, because I was supposed to do it and I didn't do it and she did it, so I thought I should tell her thank you. Duh.
That's good. You see, there's no roles there. Your husband, takes ownership and responsibility. That's different. I haven't heard a story like that in a long time. Look at this.
Well, again, I have a ring on my finger. It's an engagement ring, but I don't have like a wedding ring or anything else like that because I don't necessarily agree with. Like, seriously, if I'm gonna like commit to you, I will do that in my own personal deal. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I'm married to you or that I want to commit to you.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
I only wanted a ring because I'm stupid and I wanted a diamond.
I think that's case by case basis. That's based on the person. So like that's based on you. You don't necessarily want. You don't need that. You don't need all of those things.
Nope. But at the same point in time, I have a 5-bedroom house that.
Mm.
So again, everything goes back and forth, and it's like if he can't take care of it, I try my best to.
Okay. So you guys have a partnership.
Isn't that what it should be? Is a partnership,
It
not
should.
a one over another? Like we should not be fighting because one has a bigger ego than somebody else.
Well, if you was to get on these YouTube streets, they will be singing a different song. But I'm just saying, they will be saying they don't want no partnership. The man supposed to be the head and all this stupid
See?
foolery that they be talking about. But me and you, we agree and we understand that it takes a partnership.
Yeah. Because again, if you fail, I'm going to step up. And if I fail, I hope you will step up.
Facts. That is true. I fully agree with that. One hand washes the other.
You get wash my back, I'll wash yours. But this whole entire like, oh, if you don't do X, X, and X for me, then I won't do anything for you. Like I hate that type of deal.
I agree with you. I don't like that either. Yeah. But if you get a chance. So my stream today was talking about how we should believe in love, we should believe in relationships, and there are healthy love and healthy relationships out there. And I was just showing examples of that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, do you have another example that will come up or?
Well, that was just one of them, but I had during the stream I had showed like different couples, and I was just showing, the different things, like, I've, because if you're single and you're on these YouTube streets and you're watching these videos or on Instagram or even Facebook, and you see the kind of craziness that some of these content creators are saying. And I don't really want to give, notice to them, but some of them are like Fresh and Fit, Just Pearly Things, when we was talking about. You can say the Roommates podcast, they're one of them too. They fall right in there. The whole red pill, all of that craziness. And you listen to those things, and like a lot of these young men and young women, I feel like it's just bringing us apart, and it's not making life worth living, because we live here to have experiences, and experiences is love. You have to fall in love. You're going to fall in love. Love is the most like remarkable feeling in the world. Is healing. Is people will spend money, people will travel to the moon and back for it. And I feel like if we have nothing to look forward to, why are we even living here? What are we living here for? If that makes sense.
No, it totally does. And I could totally agree with that. The other thing is I've learned is that love does not always come from one just person. You
Mm-hmm.
can find love from anywhere. Like tonight, I did not necessarily expect to find love from you, but it's still love. Is it necessarily always a love that you want or desire? No,
Mm-hmm.
but it is still love. And you need
Yeah.
to recognize where love is, even if it's just little.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Totally. So yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I wanted to my videos to be based on. So that's what I was showing today. Let me see. I'm gonna show one clip, and I'm gonna ask you a question since you're here.
I would love to take your question.
Okay.
I know, I have smiling cheeks too.
Ah, that's cute. Okay, so my question. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the video first, and you can kind of understand what the question is. Let me get it queued up. What? What happened? The browser has blocked your screens. Click the screen icon. Your address bar to show. Am I still live? I'm still live, right?
Yes, you're still alive. I can still see you.
Okay.
What are you using to switch seats?
Right now I'm using StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to show you what unconditional love feels like. I can't wait for you to come home, take your cape off, and I love on you with affirmations, affection, and remind you you're appreciated. Or maybe just a massage if it was a heavy day. For any vision you have, I'm excited to help bring it to life because it's not all about what you can do for me, but also what I can do for you. I can't wait to spoil you with loyalty and show you how much you are valued. Love your future wife. Dear future
That
husband, I can't
that
wait to
is
show
not a bad vow.
I can't wait.
Some things I would change on it though.
Okay. So my question is, right, since you were in your relationship, right? What
Mhm.
are what is the most special thing that your husband has done for you that made you smile? What is something special that he has done for you out of the blue?
Okay. Yeah, just recently I'm going through either premenopause or menopause. I don't know. I'm only in my mid 40s, but whatever. So I've been going through a lot of night sweats. where I'm like literally waking up 8 times, 10 times, 12 times a night. I had a very difficult, and so finally he says, go ask for help. Go talk to a doctor. I do not have a primary care doctor, so I don't know where to start. So, you do this whole thing on Google, you start looking things up. And the first person I called says, well, you have to have a referral from your primary care doctor. Don't have one. Okay, on to the next one. UC Health. Nope, we can't take you because we're not taking any new patients. Call the next one. Not taking any new patients. Call the next one. Not taking any new patients. Call the third one, or the fifth one, and it says our offices are closed. By then, I broke down. I was crying because I need help. I can't, it's horrible waking up in a film of sweat and not even knowing how to cool yourself down. So today, he brought me flowers. Because we don't do flowers on Valentine's Day. We don't do flowers on Mother's Day. We don't do flowers unless it's something special. And because I was so upset and I was feeling so defeated, he just bought me flowers. And I thought that was really nice.
That is sweet.
Again, he couldn't do anything to help me. He can't go help me find an OGBYN type deal.
Mm-hmm.
So he brought me flowers just to say that, hey, I recognize, I saw you, and I knew you were feeling bad, and I brought you flowers.
That's sweet. He
and
thought.
chocolate.
And he what?
And chocolate. I totally got chocolate.
That's sweet.
And again, we don't do those things on Mother's Day or Valentine's Day or 4th of July or all those stupid holidays. We don't do that type. When you want to give something that's special, you do it because it's special, not because of a fucking holiday. Sorry, my language.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on your streams though.
It's okay. I already curse. I drop a couple of curses. It's all good. They said it's good until I get to 1,000 subscribers. So
don't forget that $400 or 400 hour of watch time within a 12-month period.
400 hours?
Yep, you have to have 400 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers before you can become whatever that thing was.
Monetized, as they may say it.
I didn't reach it. I sucked.
It's all good. You could get there. It's all good. It's,
I almost reached it. I was about 120 hours short, and 200 subscribers short, or 184 subscribers short.
So you almost there. Keep pushing.
Nah. I like my house better than I like my computer.
I like that. But okay, I'm about to be ending the live. Do you have any comments or anything? I'm gonna play some music and head on out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. That was it.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, so now I'm going to cue up some music. So thank you guys for tuning in. to my channel. This was my first live stream. It was my birthday stream. And, my name is Creative Solutions. And we were talking about how we need to live for something on this earth. And I feel like love is the most highest vibration. Love, compassion, doing things for others, giving and receiving. Those are the highest forms of vibrations on this planet. It could heal your soul, it could heal traumas. So, with that being said, we're going to end the stream, but we're going to end the stream with a bang, I came out playing music and I'm going to go out playing music. So, and you guys seen, let's go back to this fine specimen of a man who we had on our stream earlier. This fine specimen of a man. I don't know if you guys were here, but this fine brother, we had him on earlier. And we're just gonna show him one last time, because you know how we do it over here. We gotta end that on something good, that right there, ladies. You can't have that in your life. Don't let nobody tell you you can't have that. You can have love. It don't necessarily has to be him. You can date whoever you want, but just know that a fine man is waiting for you somewhere out there. Just be your higher self. Stay grateful. Know that you can't have more. You can't have a relationship. I showed plenty examples of different couples. Not all is lost. There's lots of love out there. And just be grateful. Do not listen to these relationship gurus. Do not listen to these people who are broken, who had bad childhood experiences, bad breakups, and then they're coming online to spew this hatred. Do not internalize this. And with that being said, I gotta play my song. I showed y'all this fine specimen of a man. And we're gonna end this live on a good note. Hold on, as soon as I could play the song. Grandmaster Show is laughing. Yes, you can date anybody you want. Black, white, Chinese, white, Asian, I don't care. Just know that somebody's fine is waiting on you. The same for the men. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night.